1 96.7 KCAL rocks. It is Thursday. We don't really have sports going on necessarily, but let's check with our man Pep and see what we do have out there. We love you for it. Wow, yeah,
So,
crazy.
yeah, so I mean, we would be in baseball season right now. So, obviously we're missing that. But I mean, it looks like there's hope on the horizon. I think I mentioned this on Monday that they're playing baseball over in Taiwan right now.
Yeah,
But did you see some of the video? Because they have mannequins and like cardboard cutouts in the
instead of
stands.
in the stands. Okay, so they're going for the appearance of fans, but obviously
Yes.
keeping the social distancing going.
Yes, like I don't know if it makes the players feel good, like there's somebody watching. I don't. I
I
really.
guess so. I mean, I guess maybe if you crank in some fake fan noise too, you can kind of fake it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they're going for. It comes across a little creepy to me, but like
A little bit, yeah.
But guess what? They're playing baseball, so I'm not going to argue, man. Like they're actually playing real games. No fans in the stands, but no real fans. But they
Right.
are playing baseball in the professional Chinese league in Taiwan right now.
Something
So
freaky about a stadium full of mannequins.
yeah, someone's gonna make a scary movie out of this one day,
Exactly.
right? Out of this idea. But I'm cautiously optimistic. We are turning a corner. There are some signs right now. I just saw that the PGA golf tournament is going to resume. June
Yeah.
11th is their hard date. Like they're going. They said June 11th they will be back. I think it's the Colonial. I want to say is that tournament. So they're coming
Wow.
back in June.
Wow.
So I mean, golf is one of
Little golf
those.
coming back? Yeah.
I mean, it's social distancing, right? I mean, there's a couple sports out there. If you just think about it, use common sense, like golf, maybe tennis. There's certain
Right.
sports that you think could come back maybe a little quicker than football, which I want football more than anything right now. But
See, that's the weird. Yeah, I mean, it's like you're saying sports are coming back, but when you're hearing that it's just like golf, it's not football, it's not basketball, it's not baseball or hockey. It's hard to kind of be like, okay, well, we're getting a little bit, but it's not one of the big dogs.
yeah, if they have golf or they have tennis or whatever, am I going to watch it? Yeah, for sure. I'm totally there for the whole thing. But man, I want football. We're getting dangerously close to
Right.
football season. So, and we got some football news to pass along. So it's all brought to you by Matheson Gas. They are the gas professionals. They've got 3 locations across the Inland Empire: Fontana, Rancho Cucamonga, and Riverside. But again, go online. That's mathesongas.com. That is their website. They've got the phone numbers for all 3 locations. There's a lot of essential businesses still operating, including hospitals, which we know are so critical at this time. So if you need gas, if you're still operating, give them a call. Check out the website. That's mathesongas.com, because Matheson is the gas professional. So 40, Dr. Fauci has become
Yeah.
this, not like he's trying to, but he's become somewhat of a celebrity in our country
He's
because
like a
he's
superhero right now. Yeah.
right. Like, so I don't know what his exact title is, but he's kind of the disease expert for President Trump, or I don't know what his title
Right.
is. But he says he could see sports happening this summer with no fans, but he
Okay.
sees that it could happen. And if he can see that happening, then I tend to believe, the source on this one, because he has been in the forefront, obviously making a lot of decisions to kind of steer this country. But, if we could bring back Major League Baseball, which would kind of be the big one over the summer, I guess, right? Like baseball
Yeah.
games with no fans. I know it's not ideal, but he says it could happen.
That's the thing. I mean, I know a lot of people are focused on football and the start of football season, but there's 3 leagues out there, basketball, baseball, and hockey, that are all looking to finish their seasons before they essentially have to start the next season later this year.
Yeah, and that's, the longer we wait, the more it's going to impact the following season. And I know they're taking that into consideration. How long can they wait and still get a season in? Maybe it's not, maybe they go straight to the playoffs. Maybe it's an abbreviated playoffs. I don't know what that looks like, because, again, everything
Right.
seems to be an option. Everything's on the table right now. But if they could, I mean, because, for example, the NBA Finals is usually like the first week of June. Well,
Right.
there's a scenario where they might not start playing again till the first week of June. So,
And the players are kind of saying that even once they do get started, like they don't want to just hop right into the playoffs. They want a couple of, essentially be tune-up games again for the start of the year.
yeah, it's like training camp all over again. Like
Right.
they're going to
They
go
need
through
to get
training
back into
camp.
game form.
Exactly. I mean, and especially for, not that LeBron's an old man. I'm not calling him an old man, but some of these teams might need a couple of weeks to kind of get their bodies going again. And I'm sure, I'm
Yeah.
not calling out LeBron. I'm sure he's out there working out on his own. He's probably got some crazy fancy
I mean,
facility at his home.
you see it every sport, the start of every season. That first week or two is usually a little bit sloppy because it's like as hard as you train in training camp, you're not going as hard as you do in the games. Game shape is just completely different. It's that next level. You got to get there.
Yeah, so it's going to be super interesting to see when they resume and how much time they need to ramp up to actually get to that point to start
Right.
the season. So I mean, hopefully it's in the month of May because we're getting close to May, but we'll have to see. But I can tell you for sure that this time next week, a week from now, we will have the NFL draft. It'll be virtual,
Yeah.
so all the coaches and GMs will be from home. But a week from today, we will have the NFL draft. It is popping off. They are going to have it, so that's something to look forward to.
I saw they said the NFL commissioner is going to be announcing the picks from his basement.
Isn't that bizarre, man? If you would have 40, if you would have said all this stuff last year, I would have been like, "What are you talking about?"
I mean, even a couple months ago when they were planning this thing on the Vegas Strip in the Bellagio fountains with boats delivering these players, and they were going so big and over the top with the spectacle.
Just so bizarre. But that's kind of the times we're living in, and I'm just thankful that the NFL found a way to be innovative and still pull off this draft because A, they're still doing it in a way that keeps everybody safe because everyone's going to be
Right.
isolated, and B, man, we need it. We need some sports.
Absolutely. I've been fiending for this draft for about the last month now because it's been the one thing that's on the horizon that I figure would happen because it can happen the way we're going to see it. Basically, a Zoom conference meeting and all these teams picking their guys.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way it's going to go down. And, I feel bad for some of these guys who have been waiting for this moment for a long time. They're going to be sitting in their living rooms by themselves or with their immediate family, and that's it as they
Yeah,
celebrate.
I saw ESPN and I'm sure NFL Network as well are sending out a like 50 or so care packages to certain guys with cameras and stuff so they can set them up, have them set up for ESPN and for the NFL Network. They're sending out like iPhones to people to set up.
This is definitely a made-for-TV event, and we'll talk more about the NFL draft next week as we get closer to Thursday's first round. But I want to end on this, 40, because this is kind of bizarre. The Raiders are building that beautiful new stadium in Las Vegas.
Right.
And, if before the coronavirus hit, they were scheduled to play this fall in that new stadium, but now it looks like there's significant delays, and they're looking at other cities where they could play. And here's the three that
Because Oakland kicked them out.
they're out of Oakland, man. They can't go back. They can't turn around
Right.
and hitch their wagons and head back to the Bay Area. So
They already went to that X one time. You can't go back a second time.
they're looking at San Diego, Phoenix,
Wow.
and
Ooh.
Salt Lake City.
Wow.
Isn't that bizarre, man? Like the times we're living in, and the Raiders might be the Salt Lake City Raiders for a year, or the San Diego Raiders.
I think the chaos side of me just wants to see the San Diego Raiders because I know it would still kind of hurt Chargers fans a little bit, even though they're LA now. But it would just be weird to see the Raiders be in San Diego. I mean, even at Salt Lake, too, of all places.
I know. So in Salt Lake, they would play at the University of Utah's football stadium, which is very, very
Okay.
nice. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the one that makes the most sense is probably Qualcomm down in San Diego.
I mean, it's old, it's junky. It could probably get you, a year. I mean, Phoenix, I guess you're going to go ASU Stadium, the Sun Devil Stadium.
I don't know, or maybe they split time with the Cardinals, the Arizona
The
Cardinals.
in it too. I forgot about
Was
that.
that Reliant
the toaster,
Stadium?
The giant toaster.
Yeah, I mean, there's options, but that's if the stadium in Vegas is not done, and they've gotten behind schedule because of all this. But man, it would be really weird to see the Raiders in one of those other cities for a season.
And I mean, we keep seeing, COVID outbreaks happening, but as far as I know, everything I've looked up and seen, the construction on the LA stadium, the SoFi stadium, still going ahead.
Yeah, they're still pushing through. I have not heard even a squeak about delays in the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles for the
No.
Rams and Chargers, but something about the Las Vegas one, for whatever reason, they're kind of behind schedule right now.
We'll keep up on that. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
It's all over Inland Sports, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. In fact, 40, we just interviewed J.J. Taylor. He's a Centennial High School guy. He went to the
Tim
University
Tam,
of
baby.
Arizona. He will have his name called in the NFL draft, so go check it out. That's Inland Sports.
Awesome, man. Very cool, Pep.
Awesome. Thank you, 40. I appreciate it, man. Stay safe,
no
brother.
worries. You as well, man. And we'll talk to you Monday. Patrick will still be out Monday, but then he'll be back